A year ago in Bordeaux, which is west of France, I did a video in this channel about pastliferegression, and I jokingly said that I must have a lot of past lives in France, because France has been one of my most it is my most visited countries in the world. And maybe I'm not joking. I was not joking. I must have a lot of past lives in France. I kind of know it. It does feel like home. Lo and behold, a year later, here I am in France again. This time I'm in the north of France, the city called Lille. By the way, that episode a year ago I made in Bordeaux, it's episode 33. Isn't that nice? I love those kind of synchronicity. 33 is indeed the country code of France. This episode is going to be number 40. And right now I'm sitting in the plaza of Roubaix. It's a town north of Lille, very close to the border of Belgium. That's why I'm drinking a Belgian beer. Here, I feel people drink more beer than wine, even though it's France. And of course, I work when I travel, and it's just amazing thing to put the two of the important things in my life together: traveling and being a hypnotherapist. And it's kind of dream come true when I get to do this ongoingly. And it's also it has made it very convenient for some ongoing clients in Europe. Finally, they don't have to only find their evenings to work with me, and we can do some of the other times of the day, like morning or midday sessions, which is a nice change for them. And that brings up this subject, this question: how do you start working with me? First, do I take new clients? The answer is yes. I always take in new clients. Most people, they see me for something very specific. So hypnotherapy is one of those deepest therapies. It's very effective. Therefore, most of the issues, we don't need to take a long time. 1 session, 3 session, 5 session, 7 session, 10 sessions. It's quite effective, and that's why I always take in new clients. And maybe it's someone you know who gave my information to you, referred me to you, or maybe you found me in one of those search engines like Google through keywords like insomnia, anxiety, memory recall. Unless you found me that way and you are interested enough to visit my website, maybe you will find how to start working with me. Until then, especially when you haven't had experience with hypnotherapy, it's hypnotherapy, how to start. It can be quite daunting. I am in this very old French convent that has been converted to a bar. It's a beautiful place. It's early, so actually before noon, so no other people yet. And okay, back to our subject. How do you start working with me? First, you can check me out. I have a website with over 200 pages, and I write about a lot of specific issues on different pages on mental, emotional, spiritual, behavioral, or historical level issues. And also I have a blog that I consistently write for many years now, over 10 years, and you can read about my clients' histories, my own muses, my own journey, and even the treatment, my treatment methods. So, of course, you can also check me out on all my social media sites, such as this YouTube channel. Not everybody resonates with every practitioner, so you can find out how I am, how I do things, and see if you can find the resonance. And it's important for you when you can resonate with the practitioner you work with. Nothing right or wrong. And it's important for me when you find the resonance with me, because that's going to make my work that much easier when you find the resonance with me. Like, for example, a very traditional religious convent now today is a place people play, people drink. Now, I do not think this kind of way of doing things resonates with everyone. It doesn't resonate with me. And it's very comfortable for me to be here knowing it has its own history, and today it's being used in a very different way. And look at this beautiful setup in this beautiful garden. And even inside, there are many sittings that you can have a good time here. So check me out on social media, my website, my blog post. Maybe that's your first step. If you don't find the way I am, the way I carry myself resonate with you, that's okay. Maybe someone else might be a better fit for you. So check me out, that's the first step. Today, I'm standing in another transformed place. Look how beautiful this field is, this beautiful land here. And can you imagine, over 100 years ago, this very place, this land, was a very brutal battlefield. And today it has been transformed into a memorial behind me. It's a beautiful Canadian artwork, Vimy Memorial. So Vimy Ridge Day was a day I first got to know from calendar. Actually, on my calendar it shows the Vimy Ridge Day. I never understood what it was, April 9th. And it was not until I came here did I suddenly realize, oh, that's what it is. Vimy Ridge, the battlefield back in 1917. It was a victory for Canadian side in the World War I, but it was a victory at a very heavy cost. 3,598 Canadians were killed and another 7,000 wounded. So the capture of Vimy was more than just an important battlefield victory. For the first time, all 4 Canadian divisions attacked together. Men from all regions of Canada were present at the battle. I believe it was also a very milestone moment for the development of the nation of Canada then. So back to our subject. So after you first check in about check me out, what do you do? If you still have some questions, you always feel free to send me an email, even from the contact form on my website. And anything you have specifically about me, my method, how I do things, or anything about hypnotherapy, really, anything specific. But if you have some general questions, like can anyone be hypnotized, or how does hypnotherapy really work, I always have a Q&A page. You can find the answers there if it's general. And some questions such as how much does it cost? Specific for me, there's also one page dedicated to those questions. And another question generally would be, how many sessions does it take? Now, without knowing your specific issues, it's really hard for me to answer that question. But I do want to say something more about this question. How many sessions does it take? In a general sense, some people, they're very ready. They have done enough of their own work. They only need a little gentle push, the little last thing. Maybe one session is enough. Or maybe you really want to check it out, how hypnotherapy can work specifically for you, and so you want to get started. So one session, maybe that's not enough, but that can get you started. But generally speaking, if it's some specific issue you work on, I would say 3 to 5 sessions. I also offer 3, 5, 7 session packages, and so you can kind of intuitively know that. I do also have some people who treat hypnotherapy as as how people would treat a massage therapist. You go to massage therapist just because you want it. You don't even need to have a specific pain or ache anywhere. So there are some clients that treat hypnotherapy as their mental emotional massage. Some of them set up a session every month or every 3 months. I have some individuals even every 6 months, and some of them, because it's been for so many years, they don't even need to think about specifically what they want to talk about. Some do, some kind of just show up because it's their scheduled time, and somehow in our initial catch up we can always nail something, me helping that. So some of my clients, they actually don't even think too much about it before they come. They just come periodically. So that can happen too. You know, in Vancouver, there's a Capilano suspension bridge that everybody goes to, and there's a Lynn Canyon suspension bridge that is free. It's much less people, much economical. And in Greek islands in Greece, there's a Santorini that everybody goes to. It's overcrowded. It's beautiful, but it's just over touristic. And there is Foligandro, for example, many other islands such as Foligandro that much less people go. And in Belgium, there is this fairy tale town, Bruges, and that everybody goes, and all the tourist buses go. And there is this beautiful little town, just as pretty as beautiful, Tournai, that's the name of it. That's where I'm at, and it's much less people, much more pleasant. Behind me there are 2 structures, one church, one bell tower. Both are UNESCO heritage sites, and yet this place is just the right amount of people, right amount of everything, the distance. So it's a very pleasant place, Tournai. Now back to our subject. After you check me out, after you have sent me an email, anything, actually the quickest way, if you have any more questions, is to give me a quick call. The number on my website, or text message me. That's the quickest way to get hold of me. Now, of course, that's not guaranteed because sometimes I can be with my clients, sometimes I can be traveling. But however, that's the quickest way. Just pick up your phone, call me if you have a quick question. However, if you really have more questions, a list of questions that still need to be answered, besides sending me an email, you can always book 30 minutes consultation with me. So I have dedicated 30 minutes to talk with you, to answer your questions. And the consultations can be either by phone, online, like Zoom or WhatsApp, or in person. You can even come to my office for 30 minutes, so you can, check out my office, how that can work for you, and talk with me. So these are the ways before you make a decision that can happen. And another interesting way is, and as a matter of fact, many people do that, I host classes every season in community centers, mostly in West End Community Center and the Kitsilano Community Center in Vancouver, different classes. So it's very economical class to take, so you can check me out that way, or you can bring your question to the class. So that would be another way to affordable way to check me out, to ask questions, or to see if you resonate with me, I resonate with you, my methods, my skill set. So voila, 3 steps, very simple. We don't have to make it more complicated. And remember, every step of the way, your own participation is a very important part of it. You are not passive. I don't really heal you in a way. It's all about resonance here. So it's also this way. Also, it provides me an opportunity to get to know you. Now, for example, some days ago, I was working with a counselor, a professional counselor. So I remember I was talking about the relationship patterns and her own dating patterns. I was going to go down the road of speaking of the pattern I observed, and in the middle of the sentence, she just interrupted me, say, Kemila, I know all of that actually. I can also speak with my clients about those things. I need more hypnosis work here. So very good. I was very happy that she was helping me help her, and so we wasted no more second to get to the hypnosis part, because that's what she came to see me for. I remember another time I was working with a gentleman, and he was aware that I was a counseling hypnotherapist, and he said, Kemila, I just need someone to talk to. I need to sort out my own thoughts. I don't need any hypnosis. He even said that some meditation practitioners practiced on him the guided imagery or something. It doesn't do me, he said. I just need to sort it out with my thoughts, so I had someone to talk to. So that was a pure counseling session. So that's how your guidance to me is also very important, and your participation every step on the way is an important part of our work together. Like when I travel, I tend to go to places that are very beautiful but not necessarily touristic, or where it's overly packed, like Venice or Bruges, with tourists, the hordes of tourists. This place that I'm in right now, Wambrechies, it's not even known for French people. They haven't heard of it, some of my French friends, but oh, it's so cute and beautiful, pretty, picturesque. Now, I also have my own ideal clients. Who are my ideal clients that ideally I would like to work to, or who can get the most out of our work? First quality of my ideal clients is that they are curious. They are curious people, and they have done their own inner work, and they don't blame others. They don't externalize everything for others. They take responsibility for their life, but that doesn't mean they internalize everything either. They're curious. It's not like turning everything into themselves, blaming themselves. So that's not what I mean. So they are balancing between externalization and the internalization. They are inquisitive. They are curious. They want to know how things work, how their own mind works. And on their website, actually, I have listed some of my ideal clients. As I said, probably a good fit for me if you are a therapist yourself, you are a business owner, you are a curious person, you are a creative person, like writers, musicians, photographers, painters, actors, etc. And someone working with your body, like dancers and athletes. They work with your body. Body is part of the subconscious mind. Or if you're a dreamer, you are my ideal client. But with that said, you don't have to be my ideal client to work with me, or you don't even have to know if you are an ideal client before you decide to work with me. Maybe to your own surprise, you will find this modality, hypnotherapy, works for you, and maybe I can find my way to make harmony with you. But your curiosity how this works is the key to get started.